So, give me a minute. I'm just letting my main screen load. Let me click tweet. Oh, well, Zach wouldn't be. Alright, sorry. But I guess I don't need this anymore. Let me Stretchify. Let me close that. So yeah, my sinuses have been acting up, so I may be sneezing a while on cases like this. So hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. I'm not in a party, so I have to make sure I am, so I can see that I'm talking. I have to reset everything because I have not been technically on a lot the last few days on my Xbox. Alright, so where you are resuming. That one. One sec. I'm gonna mute while this goes through.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
That's the cop.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fast, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up in San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
Come on, Galloway.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
I know, Phelps, all these arrests and...
How far is what? Next major intersection will turn left.
Giving you a reputation. We don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
What's that?
KGPL 20 Central Unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun.
Please, you've got to call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going.
Even the fruit stand works during rain. Hiya. Oh, I just failed this. I figured I failed it. Oh yeah, also I'll probably end up doing this mission and then see what the time says. Today is Saturday, so I do have D&D today, so
Please, you've got to call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going.
I hate sinuses. I'll tell you that. I hate when summer starts and I hate when winter starts because my sinuses are so bad.
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger.
Put the weapon down, now!
You fucking asked for it!
Fuck! I knew what was gonna happen, and I tried to shoot him quicker. I was just a little off my mark. Oh, yeah, I don't want to keep...
The gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Central Unit identify.
Please, you've got to call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger.
Put the weapon down now.
God fucking damn it! Now I gotta do this shit again! And again! And again! And again. I forgot I had to press A again.
KGPL to any Central unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Central unit identify.
Please, you've got to call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going!
Come on, come on. Move. How? I hate this mission. I remember now. I slowly am remembering how much I hated this one patrol that I actually don't... No, I did finish it. Took me a while. I'm also still waking up. Well, not really, but... Like, I'm still, like, trying to readjust and focus. Yes, I know. Reported with a gun. Chase the yellow car. Kill the guy before he kills the hostage.
Please, you've got to call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going!
Can I get it? Can I do it? Nope, nope, nope. I will back this shit up into it. He's right there! No! That is dumb. I remember now because it did that shit constantly. When he's like in my view, I make that tiny mistake on chasing him down that alley. Alright, I'm honestly going to end up probably going quiet for like a second just to focus.
KGPL to any Central unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Central unit identify.
Please, you've got to call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going!
Phelps,
You gotta get me closer!
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger.
Put the weapon down, now!
Motherfucker got him, finally.
Up and at him. I'll hold up here, Phelps.
Done.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Shots fired. Suspect is down. We're code 4, but I need an ambulance on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets.
11K, roger on your ambulance. All units be advised the suspect is down on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets. Repeat, the suspect is down. Code 4.
Okay.
Officer needs help, 103 AD.
Just stay off my street. Let's just do it the easy way. Alright.
That guy there will lead us up.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, Cole. Get used to seeing them. They're the dig when I work in a homicide, Phelps.
Detectives,
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
It appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Find anything interesting?
No drag marks. Killer was around surveying the scene.
All right.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Oh, yeah. Can I make this phone call now?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thank you.
Alright. So, I think I am going to investigate the hobo camp first.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Dun, 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 dun.
Any Central unit, possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Where? I mean, that's actually not too far out of our way, so we'll just head down the rest of the street. Dun, 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 dun.
Continue the response. Any Central unit, possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3. Identify.
11K, go ahead.
11K, roger. Citizen reports at 415 at Alvera Street Plaza.
You're crazy.
If I'm crazy, it's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Officer down!
Watch it!
Damn!
Up, old man!
Get the bastard.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
I got him.
Car 11K. Code 4 at Olvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired, and suspect is down.
Roger on your ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 at the Alvera Street
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Nice sense of circuit. Oh, wait.
I need you to take a left at the next corner. Through this intersection.
There we go. This should hopefully put me back on track. What the hell just
Calm
happened?
down.
That wasn't on me. I happened to the car here?
Oh, ain't bothered. No, don't leave me alone. I fought the rest of my life. I'm the one. Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're
bullet.
looking for a
Nobody cares
tall
about
man
me.
with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here.
Look at these people.
We should follow the
Leave me
lead.
alone.
These guys can wait.
Well then, we're going to the other place. Oh no, I want locations.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something. Watch it, will you?
Sorry.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Devolving. If he's devolving, there is no need to worry about a pattern because then he won't be doing the same thing he normally does. There you go. Superior Laundry.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
He wrote the number down on that dress. Is it there?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Out of curiosity on something. No. Wait 1 sec. Okay.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct. Slow and steady, come on!
No. No.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff. Just go easy, Phelps.
So tell me what to do. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, Galloway.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
it's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing
check if
persons
she was a
report
regular.
actually rules him out as a suspect.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive. I wonder why the picture was turned down. Maybe if... No. This isn't what we're looking for. Nope.
Let's see. Wait, where's your phone? I need to borrow your phone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks. If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Probably nothing.
What are you staring at, Galloway?
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Well, that's interesting.
We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
I can't remember if she had her handbag with her in the cutscene.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
There you go.
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrelson, was Teresa happy at home?
Probably
yeah,
not.
I think she was.
Spill it, Terrelson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Liar.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
I'm going with the. I think I can go with the wet jacket or the muddy boots on either one, but I think I'm gonna go wet jacket.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Tarleton broad had her last drink at Barron's bar. We should check the place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
To the bar! To the bar! There it is. Okay. Woo!
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Tarleton?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
10:30, you think, huh? Actually, no, the storm rolled in about 10?
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
2 club sandwiches. Thank you, waitress.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Alright.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
You're gonna make us chase
Let
him.
the son of a bitch get away. Go, Phelps, get after him. Come on, we got a ride. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
No.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
driving, keep
He's
driving.
showing you how it's done.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Let's end this farce.
Keep it on the road, goddammit.
Now I'm gonna lose him. I'm gonna lose him. I'm gonna lose him. Come on,
Maybe
come
you
on.
shouldn't have waited for me, Phelps.
No! Drive. He's still up here. I see him. I see the fade. Come on. He was on my map and then he just vanished again. God fucking damn it.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
I hate when that happens because I can't control that.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you. He's showing you how it's done.
Galloway, shut up, Galloway. Start shooting.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Let's end this farce.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Put your hands in the air!
And wave them just like you don't care.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this?
No. Seeing as you ran.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Tell us about Teresa Terrellson.
What's to tell?
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Yay.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks for your help.
So, guess we gotta go to Central.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue.
Turn at second, so 2 intersections from now? Is that what it looks like? Yes.
313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Car 11K, we have a response on your ATV regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Alright, so...
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
Time to go to the yellow cab first.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitford. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitford, 11K.
Where's that cab got to now?
Where'd you go?
Further on your ATV on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitford. KGPL clear.
All right, so where's the cab?
That's a good question. Where is my cab?
Car 11K, your suspect vehicle, yellow cab 3591, sighted at 6th and Valencia.
You see our taxi anywhere?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It was at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Up ahead, you turn left. Straight through the next intersection.
Let's see if I can still get to this crime.
Just ignore this turn. You don't need to turn here.
Yes, I do.
Straight ahead.
Fuck, boy, you almost made me go into a house. Or a building, but not a house. I mean, I guess it could have been an apartment, which is technically a house. But it was a building nonetheless.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
Right?
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, officer needs...
You don't need to turn here. There's people there! Okay, at the next corner, go right. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Is it gone? It is gone. Fucking hell. So we're going to Central.
Shots fired, 313 Bunker Hill Avenue, 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Where was it? I'm looking for Bunker Hill. What? Huh? We're gonna back up. Alright, I'm not worrying about it. I almost just dropped my controller. Alright. This Central. Give me a minute.
Oh, that looks like a beauty.
What, our cop car? Isn't it smoking? Yeah.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
So if I'm right, interview 2 is this way? Yes. Why is interview room 2 open?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Oh, wow.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab
There you
driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. We got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
There we go.
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
Okay, we're going to the hobo camp first.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Carrollson picked up?
11K, roger.
We'll check the bus depot, and I'm going for the hobo camp. Mainly because I don't think, if I remember this mission right,
Easy.
I don't believe afterwards I can fucking go to the bus depot, so I want to get all the evidence I can. Make sure it's all done. Alright, just get out of my way. The bus depot, 2:53 p.m. Damn, it's dark as hell with clouds over LA.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
I'll need to run the loop.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
Won't take long. We have a siren. Okay, so on this, I don't remember there being a red line. I can run the loop without you, Rusty, if you don't hurry the fuck up.
All-American 7-4. Let's go get him.
Running the loop with the siren.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
Gotta run the loop, gotta run the loop. 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 I will say this, it could take a while. No, it won't, because either way I'm going to intercept him. Unless he's behind me. I was going to say, if I loop it, what will happen is I would never have passed him. I'm like, wait, no, that's wrong, because then he's just looping from the other side.
Still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him, all right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife, Phelps.
Oh, Rusty.
Gotta loop it. Come on, where the fuck are ya? Rusty, you awake? Wait a minute. Not a bus.
How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
Okay. Officer. I still require a siren.
Phelps, batch 1247. I need this car.
I just needed something with a siren still. My car kind of quit on me, officers. Start walking the beat.
This is starting to grate a little.
You know, whatever happened to the joys of rigorous search? Dogged police work, you know?
They went out the window about 2 blocks ago.
Hey, this could be a Cole Phelps I'll grow to love.
Don't count on it.
If I remember right, I think Galloway and Phelps' bickering is my favorite. His cop partner didn't really bicker with him. His traffic partner really didn't bicker either. Where are you? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
No,
minute.
you should have gone around the other way. We would have run into the... That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
Oh.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Okay.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
Let's go.
Keep on straight.
Moving on down the road.
It's left at the next intersection. You're going straight here.
Dun, 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 dun.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, fellas. You need to hold out till the cavalry arrive.
How do we do that?
Like this. Fuck you, keep down, Phil.
If you want your rightful share, we
These
need
men
to
know
fight
their-
for it.
Damn it.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
There we go.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Story.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
1 second.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Missing morphine. Put it down. Oh, hey, there's
Familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
There we go. That is everything. Alright. So, I guess we have to go interrogate him now.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
Do. Central.
We're going this way.
Interrogation 1, I'm guessing.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terreldson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You have an alibi? Someone reliable. Someone who will be around on the day of the trial.
Fuck your trial. The capitalist system needs another victim from amongst the masses. So be it.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
Leo again.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen.
All right, I'm going to pause it real quick. I have to go upstairs for like probably 2-3 minutes. I will be back. I am somewhat back. Give me a few seconds to organize what I need to. Boy, you're gonna have to move. Scoot a little forward so I can put my foot down. Thank you. Alright, sorry about that. That was a little bit more than a few minutes. But, my dad got talking. I'm going to open this real quick, so give me 1 second to mute myself. Alright. The only thing you guys should hear now is just the small wrappers opening.
And the grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Two questions. All right. So, I'll do one more.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
The studio secretary murder. And the case of the crowbar-wielding psycho.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Another body, and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
There it is. Money and Globe Load and Jewelry Co. We buy and sell trade. Wait. What? I think that says we buy, sell, and trade. We buy, sell, and trade. Fucking tongue twisted my own self.
How can I help you boys?
I need to come behind there.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Well, that's new. Or not new, but that's something unique. There it is.
Does this mark mean anything?
22 karat gold.
Gives you an idea of the quality.
22 karat gold.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think.
Looks like a cutie.
He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Are we? Oh, let's take the rings. Okay. Oh, that's because Galloway picks them up. To the rail yard! For the studio secretary murder!
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Women!
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the
LA
Dollar Station on
Cold
Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Alright, so we're gonna look at the map. Okay, so we're where again? Okay, so we're here. Ooh. Excuse me? Oh, hell no! Hell no! I am not driving all the way over there from all the way over here. Fuck that shit! That is not worth my time. Someone else deal with it. And I currently have Work Sonora stuck in my fucking head because when I went up to talk to my dad, that commercial was playing. But wait, what? I need to. What I. What?
I don't know about you, but I feel more comfortable with the siren on. What do you think?
Okay. Nothing is absolutely fireproof. Hey, no, fuck this. Give me this. Oh look, I'm magically here.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, is she closed?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. Oh my God. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
He's a necro! A necrophiliac. I couldn't remember the exact word. I knew what I wanted to say, and I'm like, he was and then I was like, wait, what's the fucking word? He's a necrophiliac. That's what I was trying to think of. Oh, is the bone showing again?
Another missing ring.
No, not really.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can I help you? Moving your head on my one finger.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Okay.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Dear Evelyn, I hope this letter finds you in a better way than we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what that makes you become. But I'm not writing to harass and accuse. I am writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl. And what she is doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn. And it's harder for me to watch than you can imagine, but only God Almighty above us has the right to judge. I thought that was night for a minute, but that's a curse of R. I gotta remember that. Okay. So I see a lot of stuff like here is supposed to be cursive, and then some of it's not. Because the R is cursive. And the R looks like an N, but a cursive N looks like an M, and a cursive M looks like it's an M with an N attached to it. Anyway, it has the right to judge, and so I beg your forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanatorium here in Connecticut on your behalf.
Trying to get her to come home.
They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. It will not blank.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Of course it did. Because why can't anything be easy?
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
It's
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Anymore.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Claude, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Man, a couple of my friends... Boom! Oh, you got knocked the fuck out again.
So what next? Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Yay. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. Nope. No. Come on. Nope. Wait. Yep. Nope. Yes. I've been pressing X, not A.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Don't walk on me right now. I have clean clothes on.
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Here.
Thanks, ma'am.
Let me get my coat for a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 second, and I will continue to move. If you're gonna walk on me, at least walk on the coat. There. If you walk on my coat, I don't... Me personally, don't walk in clean clothes. So you have my clothes and you... My cat is being an asshole right now. You hear me? You're being an asshole right now. What are you staring at? Where's my car? Why am I running away from the car? I'm focusing on my cat. It seemed like a weird order. We'll go to the liquor store. Are you in the car? I have to check and make sure Galloway's in the car because I left him at a crime scene once.
God, you're gonna kill us!
Trust me, I've killed you already. You can survive a
Read
little
that
bit.
those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Hey!
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue.
Alright, we're gonna look at this again. Right here. They're up pretty far, but if I get onto this road, if I turn here, turn right, and then immediately turn left, I can follow the road up. I'll do that. I'll do it. So I turn right here. And then I turn left here, and I'm just gonna follow this road. Quitting time at the factory! Or it's lunch break. In all honesty, I don't know what current time is in the game. I think there's something that tells me that.
Right on.
No, I didn't want your input. No, I guess there isn't. Work, Noire. Holy sh! I turned away for a second. I just love... That's literally just me clicking and it sounds like my siren wants to die on me. Here's the bridge I need. So here's the bridge I'm going under.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for business.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm
poke.
not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're not allowed to come to my city.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
God damn it.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
I'm trying.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
What the hell?
Clean this asshole off the road.
I would.
Hands behind your head. Car 11K calling KGPL. Code 4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspects are in custody.
Roger, 11K. All units, code 4 on the 459 suspects at the Lucas
Yay!
Avenue trolley station.
Yay. You drive.
You're behind the wheel.
God damn. Ding dong.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're
Oh, I
making
remember this
inquiries
mission.
into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Oh, no. I was supposed to further investigate that.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
I think I never noticed. I don't think I've ever knew that I was able to do that.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
You and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
What was your
Many
relationship?
people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that
Yeah.
Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Fuck!
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Okay. There should be like a phone, I think, here or something. Guess not. Back here? So... Locations. Let's go to Mention Spa. I didn't want this one, I wanted the map. How far is that? Actually, it's not that far. I have to... Wait, no, I do have to... I just go straight. And then it would be left. Okay. So, straight and left. And then I'll be there, like, no problem. Okay. Straight. Left. I didn't do it. That was some other guy that looked like me. And forward.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rock.
Where at? Oh god, it's gonna be all the way up there again, is it? Fuck that! Don't give me the shit that's like 20 miles away from where I'm going. How did I end up on this street? I don't know, but I'll just turn left again when I'm up here.
Unit to handle code 2, identify.
There we go.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
Bench. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
You lie already.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
You barely knew her, yet you let her borrow your book.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Anything special back here? Nope. Okay. Bowling alley time.
Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
Message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Well, I was gonna head to the bowling alley. Central. 12:24 p.m.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Downstairs we go.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Onward! Oh, I was not looking. I looked back for a minute. I swear to God, if this is at the top of the map. Oh, it's not actually. Shit.
313 Bunker Hill Avenue, 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified. All units, officer needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue, 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, officer needs help. 415 shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue.
Fuck the car.
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I won't let them hurt you. Not my honey boy.
I told you not to call me that, woman. Now shut the hell up.
You shut the hell up.
That the lady of the house?
It's a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together. But they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge. Now it's him or us.
Get the bastard!
Officer down! Give yourself up! Now! Why? Look at me.
You're a cop killer!
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
What have they done to you?
You can drive.
Want another accommodation?
Hello, Rusty.
Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Root beers all around, dawg.
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Come on, Phelps, you're losing that little weasel.
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
He's going through the square.
I hope the people see him in time to get out of the way. What if they run because someone's setting them up? Because they feel like the deck is stacked against them?
Don't make up ridiculous stories for them, detective. Leave that to the perp's imagination. Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. Oh my God, this kid's crazy. He's gonna kill us.
Now is not the time to play around, Phelps. Phelps,
You gotta get me closer. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Show me your hands.
I have been talking to you all, and I have been muted the entire time. And I apologize. I muted myself. That was sneezing, and I never unmuted because I got into the car chase. Oh, I need to mark the apartment.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2.
Maybe he can drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
He'll either do one or two things. Drive me to the crime.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
11K, go ahead.
11 King. Citizen reports man with a gun at the intersection of Union Avenue and Rockwood Street. 11 King, code 2.
God damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again.
Say仆街啊！做乜嘢啊？
That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Give it up! LAPD!
Hey! Watch the pin!
Can I jump? Fuck this.
Hurry! You can still catch him!
A man alive could make that shot with this weapon.
Jesus H. Christ!
Okay.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
God damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again.
Say仆街啊！做乜嘢啊？
That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Give it up! LAPD!
Obnoxious oaf. Hurry! You can still catch him!
There he is. See him? There he is, officer. What the heck, fire? Every man for himself. survived the war for this?
Phelps, you're covered.
Okay. You want to lay on my chest? I can't stop you. Just don't lay on my mic like you've been.
You know the way. You can drive.
Seven 7:31 p.m. McCaffrey's apartment. Didn't they say apartment 6? Hey, I
McCaffrey's in
did.
apartment 6.
Out of 12. He's halfway up the totem pole. Knock, knock.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Oh, I thought it would be like the rye that...
Seems irrelevant.
The last bastion, Master Race. Take long before you are healed, and you can come home. I have put your things back into your old room with a lock on the door for your privacy, and you can come and go as you please. I will care for you, and you can return to your normal life. I know you're changed, so I cannot be sure this letter will find you, but I pray that it does, and that you consider what I have said much, and I pray every night that you are safe, and that one day you will knock on my door in the
Very
rest
least, I'd say it
of
ties McCaffrey to the scene.
With love and understanding, your mother, Augusta Summers. Nothing.
Junk.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
You're getting fur on my clean shirt. I gotta move you. Don't give me that death glare.
He brought in that case for that poor lady killed near City Hall.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
Hurry up.
There he is. See him?
Give it up, LAPD.
Sprinting!
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
The citizen reports suspicious activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by for any Central unit.
Where? Yeah. I'm fine.
Continue the response.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
Okay. So do we go one or two? One or two? Get to it. One doesn't have a window. You sitting in one?
Why
Oh,
did
it's
you
this one.
run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
What happened to your face?
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Okay, no. I've heard that 2 times already. Or 1 time already. I'm not taking it at face value. Wait, what?
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
Well, I thought the bowling pin was on my fucking evidence list, but apparently not. But here.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Okay.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
If you don't give me some
Oh
reason
my
to
God,
think differently
people.
about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Bad cop.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Okay.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
I'm gonna view my notebook for just a minute.
You're going to need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. It's your funeral.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I'm accusing him and using
I don't believe you, the evidence says that you killed her.
Accusation.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Actually, yes, since you want to word it that way.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Oh my god.
I think the vice boys get any on the side.
Why do I have to use a telephone? Hold on, what?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
Easy.
I've told you all I know. I wouldn't do a thing like this.
Wait here.
Oh no.
20 years. I never fired my gun.
I fucked up. I honestly did fuck up. I used the criminal record, not the accusation.
I don't care. I don't care for letting gangsters off scot-free.
Oh well.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Wrong!
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
This is how we do it.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging
you
murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in a prison graveyard.
Here we go. The hell was that, boy? Grover McCaffrey can write a tell-all memoir from his cell on death row.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead. First platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions! We only have minutes!
I'm in charge here, Sergeant!
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant!
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant!
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot! You have 10 men left! My orders are to save what's left! Move out!
Come on, boy. Here. There you go. The Quarter Moon Murders, which I'll do probably tomorrow or that. I don't know yet. But hey. I am done here for the day. We're going to quit here. Yes. So, that's going to do it for today. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll be playing this or something else. More likely it'll be this. But that's going to do it. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. See ya!